Welcome to Smail Cars in the Community. I'm your host, David Fedor. This weekend, we're super excited because in this area, it's an annual tradition. It's the 43rd annual Westmoreland Arts and Heritage Festival at Twin Lakes Park. It's a weekend of family fun with arts, heritage, obviously, but also crafts, events, and lots of delicious food. So we're here today at Smail Honda. We're gonna jump in a 2017 Honda CR-V and go check out the fun. All right, so we just got here, parked in a field, came over. I could see through the trees tents of vendors and food and crafts. There's a face painter right here. This is pretty exciting. Let's go in and have some fun. So you're the guy with the birds?
Yes, sir. My name is Ken, that guy with the birds. And all of the birds that you see here are rescues. People don't understand when they get a bird just how much work these guys are. We currently care for almost 100 birds at home. This program was started by a dear friend of mine, John Leegee. He was the original, that guy with the birds. Cared for over 100 parrots. Started a rescue in 1980, and we lost John to cancer a year ago this last March. But I've worked with John in the past 10, 12 years, and he asked if I would not only take over the educational program, but his flock as well. So it's been quite the undertaking, to say the least. My wife and I had 22 parrots to start with, and now we've taken John's flock over as well.
Well, where can people find more information about your cause?
We have all over social media. We have a website, thatguywiththebirds.com. Also, you can look us up on Facebook, That Guy with the Birds. This is a green-winged macaw on your right arm. Come from the South American rainforest. On your head is an African peach-faced lovebird, hail from Africa. Mango is a sun conure. He's on your left shoulder. And then we have we have Django over here on your other arm. And these birds come from Indonesia, Australia. This is an umbrella cockatoo.
Nice.
And this bird will dance. He dances to the chicken dance song. I have another bird that will play basketball. He does ring toss during the shows. And it's not that we... you okay?
I think we can take the birds off.
Oh, I know. Okay. Well, here, let me hold this.
Here's my Yankee Doodle boy. Yankee Doodle came to London just to ride the ponies. I am a Yankee Doodle boy.
So we're here with the Westmoreland Library Network. You guys are here all weekend set up with books and all kinds of information.
Books and all kinds of information so that people know that, you know, in Westmoreland County Libraries, there's all kinds of programming for children, also free ebooks that you can download and, you know, no cost to you.
And you also have a wheel here you can spin, and if you land on blue, you get a free book. Is that right?
That's right. Yes, you spin the wheel, land on blue, you get a free book.
All right, I'm going to give it a shot.
And then if not, you get a free bookmark.
Oh my goodness, he's the winner! So you get a free book here, just like you do anytime you visit a library.
That's awesome. I've wanted to read this one for a while. It's Chuck Noll's biography. So what are the types of things that you make, and what are the types of things that people can see or buy here?
Pretty much anything out of metal. We've got everything from fireplace grills, S-hooks, shepherd's hooks. There's some stuff over there, some knives over there, and some other stuff.
Awesome. And what's in the fire right now? What are we making?
Right now I'm making a leg for a camping grill.
Awesome. Can we take a close look? How close can we?
Pulled that out. That was about 1900 degrees. And as you can see, I had about 30 seconds, 45 seconds. It's now down to about 700 degrees. Even though that doesn't really look hot, it'll make popcorn. It'll still cook you.
All right, so I'm standing here with Stan Gordon, local investigator of all things paranormal. Tell us a little bit about what you have here and your books.
Well, I've been doing this now for going on 58 years, and I've never personally seen a UFO or Bigfoot myself. I've interviewed thousands of witnesses, a lot in Westmoreland County, surrounding areas, all across the state of Pennsylvania. Many sightings around this immediate area. Of course, the famous Kecksburg UFO happened in 1965. I started working on that the day it happened. My first book is Really Mysterious Pennsylvania, and then Silent Invasion, the Pennsylvania UFO Bigfoot Casebook, which talks about that massive wave in this area in 1973 and 74 when we had the biggest outbreak in history of Bigfoot and UFO sightings. And then more recently, we have Astonishing Encounters, Pennsylvania's Unknown Creatures, that covers all kind of creature sightings right in this area: Westmoreland, Fayette, Armstrong, Indiana, Allegheny, all over Western PA, of Bigfoot sightings, giant bird sightings, Black Panthers, all kind of strange things that people report all the time.
Wow, that's crazy. They say the truth is out there. I say the truth is here in Western Pennsylvania, right?
There's something going on. Everybody can't be wrong.
Awesome. You're here all weekend. They could stop down, take it.
We'll be here all weekend up at the Heritage Trail with the other authors.
All right, so I'm here with some people who are lost in time, right, from the Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival.
I don't think we're the ones that are lost. I think you are. I mean, look at him. He can't even wear his kilt correctly. Obviously, he's the one who's lost.
The Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival opens August 19th and runs 13 days to September 24th. And we have marvelous entertainments and the jousting knights and the turkey legs and the king and the queen. And oh my goodness.
I was there last year, ate a turkey leg. It was one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do.
It's big. It takes talent.
Well, our main thing is to educate the public about our past. Our group is actually designed so that we have two major focuses that we work on, which is the French and Indian War as well as Vietnam. But we have the capability to do all the time periods from French and Indian all the way to Iraq. Myself, I am an Iraq vet in '03. A couple of our other members are also veterans. So we do this, and we don't charge for any of the programs that we do so that we can honor and respect our veterans. And so we do this for veterans groups and public groups and churches and whoever's interested in a history program. We cater to and design for what they have. But as you can see, we do have our medical display. Then over on this side, we have some of our communications. Then we have what would be standard for most of the Vietnamese, North and the Vietnamese communists, Viet Cong as they're called. And we're sort of in the process of putting out our infantry stuff. And what we try to do is just have a general assortment of what would be carried by just your basic infantrymen, but our focus tends to be from time to time special forces or the long-range reconnaissance, because people tend to forget about those and don't know a lot of their history. So that's what we're trying to do throughout the whole process of what we do. We have our 50th anniversary, because we are in the 50th anniversary of Vietnam, and we are a commemorative partner with the Department of Defense, so we have our flag for that. Then we have our other mannequin, Henry, and he's dressed with one of the early style uniforms that would be worn. What we generally wear, we wear, you can see our greens today. But we have a wide variety of uniforms that we wear for the time period, so as to show the whole time period from roughly 1961 all the way to 75.
Great. Well, thank you very much for showing us
Thank
that.
you.
Thank you for your service,
Thank you.
and thank you for preserving this heritage, especially in this area.
Wonderful. Thank you.
We're here with Dan Stanley of Dan Stanley Art, who has some awesome drawings and art here on display, and you're currently working on, it looks like
I'm working on Malkin and Crosby kissing the cup from the last one.
That's right.
I didn't have time to get finished because it was only 2 weeks ago. People were saying, "Where's the stuff, the new stuff?"
where's
And I'm like,
everything new?
"Well, there's one there from last year," and they're like, "Was that last year or this year?" It's like, it's a good problem to have, right?
Right, yeah.
Winning too many cups.
So part of this Arts and Heritage Festival is obviously arts. So you're one of the vendors here. You could buy, are these prints, originals?
This is the original. I work from this, and then I make prints. These are all prints. These are my displays. And I make 8.5 by 11s, 5 by 7s, and 11 by 14s.
Wow. And
They're all prints.
very cool. And you could get these here all weekend. You could come down, watch them creating art right here on the spot. Very cool. I don't even want to come near it. I don't want to touch it, mess it up.
And we're making kettle corn. We use soybean oil as our medium to transfer the heat to all the kernels evenly. And we add our premium hybrid popcorn. This is a family operation. My wife and I started this in 1998. Our first event was up in Hamburg, New York. This young man here is my youngest nephew.
All right, so now it started popping. Everything's in. That's when you dumped in the
Recipe, yep.
It's starting to get intense.
It is.
Hot bread, Kettle Corn. Oh wow! All right, I'm gonna come around here. Oh my God! All right, I need to go more.
You want a handful?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so I just got, for the first time that I've ever had, deep fried Oreos from the Funnel Cake Men, Greensburg's own Funnel Cake Men. Oh my God. I think you just witnessed a life-changing experience. Wow. All right, so we're now in Festival Con. There's comics, artists, right by the food exhibit. Tell us a little bit about what's going on here.
Well, what we're going to do is broaden the idea of the arts for the Arts Festival by focusing on pop culture, and comics dominate that. So we have a lot of area artists here today producing original sketches, selling prints, doing all kinds of great stuff. And we're also giving away a lot of free comic books.
That is awesome. I can't agree more about the art because I'm a comic book guy myself. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
What's your name?
My name is David.
It's really nice to meet you.
It's very awesome to meet you. Thanks for being here and have fun at the festival. Tell us about your works.
Well, it's all recycled and found materials. I spend tons of time looking for them. It's part of the process. I enjoy looking for things as much as I do building them. And they're all welded. They're all MIG welded, and they all have some sort of fabrication to them. And not one of them is exactly the same.
How long does it take you to make these?
Anywhere from a couple hours up to months. It depends on the size.
So I'm right in front of the main stage all weekend long. Awesome bands. Check out their website for a full listing. Definitely want to get out here. There's seating, there's trees, a nice bit of shade. So come down and enjoy a band at this awesome venue. We're here with JP DeRoll with JP DeRoll Photography. You have some amazing pictures here of Pittsburgh. Tell us about your work.
Sure. First off, thank you. Appreciate you stopping by. Most of my work here that you're going to see is Pittsburgh. I live close to the city, down there pretty often. I try to catch the city in a little more unconventional ways. All the prints that I have hanging are metal prints, and basically the dyes like you would use to print a normal print on paper, they're infused into the aluminum, so they become part of it. Creates a nice modern look without being too modern. It's frameless, so you save on cost as well. They're a little more upfront, but custom framing can get pretty expensive. So again, putting them on the aluminum keeps the photograph is a piece of art, but the actual print is a piece of art itself.
All right, so there you have it, a brief glimpse of the Westmoreland Arts and Heritage Festival. Definitely want to get down here this weekend, Twin Lakes Park in Greensburg, to check out all the food, all the vendors. We only had a couple hours. Come spend the day. It's going to be an amazing time. You can even paddle out onto the lake. Let's go. Let's take this. Thanks for watching. Why I'm not moving. Why am I not? These are chained up. You lied to me.